So, future for the movie business. Ooh, well, guess what, folks? Box office sales, U.S. and Canada, kind of fell off a cliff because of, well, I think you know why. But they moved to home viewing. We saw a number of films during the pandemic put off release. And when they did release, sometimes it was on a streaming service. Lately, things have begun to show up in the theater again, but even now it's divided between theater and streaming. You can usually have a choice as to where you want to watch a film. Hence, Scarlett Johansson suing Disney. This is a Roku TV, by the way. It's a digital TV, smart TV, which actually measures what you watch and sells the data about what you watch, just like your PC does and just like your mobile phone does. So this is, we saw after World War II with the advent of TV, some competition for movies and the competitions, and then movies responding with spectaculars and amazing musicals and special effects and back and forth and back and forth. Now TVs have these amazing home theaters. That's a pretty small screen for a home theater, actually, isn't it? But of course the fact of the matter is that lots of movie watching is now taking place not on one of these, but on one of these. Big difference between watching a movie on a mobile phone and watching it in a theater. Nevertheless, it's awful convenient to watch it on your phone. So, at the beginning of our discussion of movies, I just threw up a list of things that were describe what movies are. I'm not going to go over them again. This was the second page of it. I've added a couple of things. Movies are normally 2 hours max in length. Some are longer. Napoleon is longer. The latest James Bond is longer, unfortunately. Shouldn't be. I'm going to suggest that new art form of a streaming series is a content competitor to movies, because 10 1-hour episodes versus a 2-hour movie gives the writer, the director, the producer the opportunity to tell a deeper, more involved story with more characters, more time evolving. It's a different kind of art form. It's not a short story, it's a novel. Okay, there's more to it. And the production can be very high quality. HBO's Game of Thrones, they were spending, I think, $15 million per episode in the last season. They spent about $6 to $7 million per episode in the first season. But they had a lot of big battle scenes and spectacular things in the last season. Another program series coming on HBO called The Last of Us will spend $10 million for 10 episodes, $100 million. So these new streaming series are a very attractive option for the top actors in the world who are not going to appear in a sitcom or in some TV show, most likely. The top directors, the top people in the business, the highest paid, the biggest talents are going to be attracted to these series that you can't really show in a movie theater. Okay, so it's new content competition. How have our movies responded? Well, of course, IMAX. This has been around for a while, but it's one way movies have tried to differentiate versus TV. Although my smart TV says I can watch 3D and I have glasses for it, but so far I haven't been able to make it work. Somehow I don't think it's going to be too cool. Here's another way movies have been competing. There are some movie theaters in the AMC chain who it's the dine-in theaters where you can get food. You can have dinner or lunch while you watch the movie. So it's a night out, complete with dinner. Pretty nice date night. Movies are still a good date event, by the way, going out to a movie. Then here's another AMC thing, which is it's called D-Box Feel It All. This is again AMC, which is very innovative, I think, in this whole picture. So it's not necessarily the content creators, the Disneys, the movie studios that are fighting against TV in-home viewing. They make money from in-home viewing still. It's the movie theaters that are really fighting the fight. D-Box gives you a seat you can sit in that moves. So it's another way to give you an immersive experience. So I'm actually going to show this now. I'm going to stop. We're going to see an AMC ad starring Nicole Kidman. It's running on TV. It's also running in AMC movie theaters, not surprisingly. So if I can get my cursor, where are you, cursor? There you are.